Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ryan Simmons again. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple of different things that have been on my mind lately. In my opinion, the opposite of work is not vacation, it's having a life. And what does this mean to really have a life and not take vacation? It means that we need to make sure that we are setting a certain amount of time off so that we can do our work. For some organizations, that's flex time. For some organizations, that means actually sitting in front of a computer for a set number of hours during a big chunk of the day, 7:30 or 8 a.m. to 4:30, 5 o'clock, whatever that might be. It also means that we are setting aside time so that we can be with our families, we can be with our loved ones, so that we can have time for ourselves. We need to spend time to cultivate having a life. And when you have a life, it actually enriches what you do in the workplace. You show up more, you're more engaged. And from what we can tell by all the statistics out there about engagement in the workplace, it's pretty low. So that tells me that a lot of people don't have time for their families, don't have time for themselves, and they're taking that time in vacation. Or are they really taking that time to take vacation? If the opposite of work is not vacation, having a life, what does that look like for leadership? For leaders, it means not micromanaging. There were a lot of messages out this week from people like Adam Grant and others about not micromanaging your staff. If you feel like you have to micromanage your staff, it's probably either you have a talent issue, maybe you're not communicating out what you need to your direct reports, and those under them possibly, if you're a manager or a senior manager. We need to make sure that we're giving people the space so that they can have a life. Be flexible enough so that they're getting the work done, but they're also able to take time for themselves. How does this view hurt or help change? It can be hard to get people who are already stressed out to adopt any kind of change. So if we're looking to do any kind of change within an organization, we really do need to let people de-stress on their own terms. Let people come back into work a little bit more refreshed and a little bit more engaged. And as far as this goes for professional development, having time for yourself so that you can develop either skills that are not related to work or skills that are related to work, it helps motivate you to actually get in there and do the work so that you can get back to things that you enjoy maybe a little bit more, or just things that are different so that you're not doing the same thing every single day. If you're not taking time for yourself, you might not even be taking time for vacation. According to the statistics, we really don't take all of our vacation time in the United States. Vacations are important and you should be taking your vacation time. However, you still need to disconnect from work every once in a while. There's a reason that certain countries in Europe have started instituting policies that make it illegal to contact your workers after the workday. In the United States, we overwork a lot, and we don't always see it as such because those aren't part of the values that we tell ourselves. And unfortunately, it's led to a lot of really unhealthy practices that we just take for granted. Everyone does it. And that's really not the case. Not every country does this, and it's really not healthy for us to keep doing it. It's just unsustainable. The other thing I'd like to talk about is something that came up around coaching. Now, I know right now with COVID, we're all trapped inside. Some of us have jobs still, some of us don't, and some of us have, unfortunately, companies that are going to be going under because the business just wasn't able to take in enough money for the debt that they incurred. I understand some of you may not see this as a time to talk about goals and aspirations. I know that sometimes your goal is just to make sure that you're keeping food on the table. I understand that sometimes your goal is making sure that there's still a roof over your head. And while those are tough goals to set for yourself because you've been working so hard to make sure that that wasn't the best you could do, you've been working really hard to make sure that your goals were very aspirational, that you were well above needing to worry about rent, to worry about grocery bills, phone bills, to worry about creditors. From my own personal experience, I believe that when you are at your lowest, that is the time to talk to a coach. That is the time to talk to a friend. It's time to talk to somebody that has a good ear and just simply won't lie to you. We need to talk about our goals so that we're heading in the right direction, so that we're not getting caught up in life. Because I think everyone out there knows at this point, it's really easy to get caught up in life and get caught up in other people's stories. So again, I've got some free coaching appointments. I've got at least 3 spaces left. If you or you think somebody else would be interested in a space, please let me know. There's a link down in the description as to where you go to sign up for an appointment. Every appointment is confidential, and the appointments right now are 30 minutes long. There's value to be had in that 30 minutes in just helping somebody move forward. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you like this video or any of the others, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to be notified when the next video comes out, hit the subscribe bell. Until next time, my name is Dr. Ryan Simmons. I'll see you later.